All right, so here's example 2. Once again, we're going to begin by factoring our equation. So the numerator is x quantity x plus 6, and the denominator is x plus 6 and x minus 1. A whole occurs when there's a factor shared with the numerator and denominator, which there is in this case. So we have a whole at x equals negative 6. Vertical asymptotes are any factors that occur in the denominator that are not repeated. So at this point we can almost kind of ignore the x plus 6 and the x plus 6 and say that we have a vertical asymptote at x equals 1. For the horizontal asymptote, the exponents are the same, so that means that we divide the coefficients. So 1x squared divided by 1x squared is 1 over 1. So y equals 1 as our horizontal asymptote. X-intercepts are factors in the numerator that are not repeated. So once again, ignore x plus 6. We get 0, 0, and that comes from the factor of x. And then for our y-intercept, we divide the constants. So, or you can put 0 in for x. So you get 0 divided by negative 6, which is just 0. So let's plot what we know. We know there's a vertical asymptote at 1. We know there's a horizontal asymptote at 1. And we know an x-intercept and a y-intercept of the origin. And then we also have this whole of x equals negative 6. And to be honest, that's kind of the last key feature I plot because it's based on the shape of the graph where that would be located. So, so I know for this left-hand side, sorry, hold on. The graph is going to be coming up along that vertical asymptote, pass through the origin, and then curve and approach the horizontal asymptote. So you can kind of draw that in. However, when I get to negative 6, I'm going to put an open circle. And that's going to show the hole that our graph has. Okay, notice how we don't have any points on the right-hand side of our vertical asymptote. That's where we're going to have to test more points because we don't know if the graph is going to be in this upper quadrant or if it's going to be in this lower quadrant. So we want to test a point where x is greater than 1, and that's because we need to find you know, what quadrant that additional piece of our function is. So I'm going to just pick 2 because it's easy. So x equals 2. That means that we're going to plug 2 into this equation, and you can use the original or the factored form, it doesn't matter. If we use the factored, it's 2, and then 2 plus 6 is 8. Divided by 2 plus 6 is 8. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so 2 times 8 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8. 16 over 8 is 2. So we have the ordered pair of 2, 2 that we also know is on this graph. So we're going to go over 2, up 2. And that one point tells us enough information that we know our graph is going to come down along this vertical asymptote, pass through 2, 2, and then curve along our horizontal asymptote. Okay, that's it.